Hello, hello, hello. I'm Biker Game, your main, the real Bill Real. Folks, I'm gonna get right into it. The reason why Colin Kaepernick is having such a time at finding a team that will employ him is due to something that has happened in his life that if more of you men are not careful, will happen to you. See, let me give you the rundown. I've already dropped a video about how he was systematically, basically destroyed, as far as a player and all of the tools that he would have around him to make him a great player. Because let's not get it twisted. Tom Brady's not great without the players that are around him. Okay, but anyway, so let me get back to the purpose of this video. The reason why the the player known as Colin Kaepernick is having a hard time is due to the fact that he is listening to the woman that's in his life. Okay, the woman who does nothing for him, brings him no money, and only causes him to lose money. That means NFL checks as well as endorsements. Okay. Uh, when he first started doing this, when he first started taking the kneel, this was, I believe, like last season. That was right around the time that he had hooked up with her. Okay. And her radical views and her Islamic slant that she has taken towards the United States, okay, where she currently resides, okay, along with Colin Kaepernick. See, the thing that people don't realize is that whoever is speaking into your life is speaking life or they're speaking death. The Bible tells you that. The power of life and death is in the tongue, okay? So right now, instead of him being a man who makes his own decisions, who thinks logically, okay, he is being illogical and he is being directed or persuaded in a self-destructive direction at the behest of this woman, okay? There are certain things that you could protest, but they aren't going to change anything. You could protest Washington and say, we want the war to stop wherever they're at war. Okay? By you protesting, it does not stop the sale of any ammunition, jets, boats, whatever, bullets, cases of M16. It doesn't stop that sale. It does not stop the war, so to speak. It's not really a war. It's mostly occupations, okay? It doesn't stop it. You could go to Washington and you could protest all of the abductions of children that have probably been at the hands of some Pizzagate rascals that know something about the disappearance of these children and probably were present when the children were probably, sodomized and offered as a blood sacrifice to their god, Lucifer. Okay. You protesting that is not going to stop it. They're going to keep doing it. They are addicted to it. They love drinking blood. They love doing disgusting things to children. Okay? This is something that happens. I wish that it were not so, but it is so. The same thing can be said for shootings of blacks at the hands of police that did not result in a conviction. As I've told you guys before, black folks are on punishment. They are cursed because of Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68. Go read it, okay? And when you come away from reading it, you'll have the same, you'll come to the same conclusion that I came to, that it can be talking about nobody else but black folks. And I ain't talking about people that come from Africa, okay? Ham. I'm talking about the Negroes, all right? The ones you see right here in the United States, all right? Which, if you go look and take a look in the dictionary, they're two different kinds of people. That's a whole nother video. So, listening to this woman and taking a knee was the result of Colin Kaepernick getting cut from the San Francisco 49ers. Okay? Now, he had a few surgeries, and they had basically taken all of his weapons away. So he was basically playing on a team with a bunch of garbage players. Let's just keep it real. That's one of the reasons why they were so inept. All right? Let's keep it real. Come on. But not only was listening to that woman the reason for him getting cut from his $19 million per year job, but it also of late has led to the falling out of him with a team that was about to give him a chance. That team is the Baltimore Ravens. Yes, this out-of-pocket female took to Twitter, I believe, and posted a video of Ray Lewis hugging the owner after they won the Super Bowl. I think, what was that? A couple years ago when they won the Super Bowl against the 49ers. And then posted another picture of Samuel L. Jackson hugging Leonardo DiCaprio in Django. And we know that, that's basically saying that, Ray Lewis is what we call a house nigga. All right, I hate using that word, but that's really what we call it, okay? Let's keep it real. She is insinuating that because Ray Lewis was giving good financial advice, okay, coming from a man who has had legal issues in the past and learned how to get in line and get his paper, she called him an Uncle Tom. Okay, basically saying, well, which is actually the wrong term, Uncle Tom, because Uncle Tom actually was the guy who stood up. All right, he's actually a hero, but we had it flipped around, and nobody really knows the real history of Uncle Tom. Okay, but anyway, she's basically saying that he's a coon. He's a sellout for giving good financial advice to Colin Kaepernick, which is, do that protest on your own time, son. Get your money. Because you only got a small window of time to be able to capitalize on this big time money that they're giving you. And then you're going to have to be good at investing your money. You're going to have to be able to make decisions to keep that money around for the rest of your life. And also, you could have opportunities where you could be in movies. You could do other things. You could have endorsements. Okay, now all that stuff has been stripped away because he's listening to this woman over here who is steady talking about, oh, you need to protest, you need to stand up for this and that and this and all this freaking bleeding heart liberalism crap. All right, which at the end of the day only leaves you broke. That's all it does. It leaves you broke. Men, listen to this warning. If a woman is suggesting that you commit career suicide, get rid of her. Just kindly stop taking her phone calls. Stop going out with her. If she's living with you, go ahead and, find a way to be, to make sure that she's very uncomfortable where she's living with you, and give her a nice goodbye. Say, you know what? It's been nice, sweetie. I'll holler at you. Because anybody that would suggest that you commit career suicide does not care about you. And they can have it all under the cloak of, well, we got to look out for the disadvantaged. We got to speak up for those who can't speak up for themselves. Look, there's always going to be some type of shooting. There's always going to be some type of injustice that's happening in the world. Okay? You can't go out and fight every freaking battle. You got to make sure that, hey, look here, I got to look out for number one. And then once I look out for number one, when I take care of my business as a grown man, then, hey, yeah, I can fund a couple of independent movies. I can, get some indie films off the ground. I can make a couple of documentaries. Okay? I can get me a spokesperson to speak for me and make sure that, I don't mess up my opportunities for getting me some bread later on down the road, and I can still look out for the interests of my people. I can still make sure that this message gets out. But look here, when you are committing career suicide, it doesn't stop any injustices. The injustices keep going. You just keep getting broke. But that's what happens when you listen to a woman. When you let a woman influence you to go out here and make stupid behind decisions, messing up your paper. And when you get broke, what's she gonna be? She gonna be on to the next fool to take care of her. Men, don't be stupid. There are things that happen in this world that are good, that are bad. They're going to be that way. You live in a dualistic world where there's evil and there's good. Don't be stupid. Don't be foolish. Don't let a woman ruin you like Colin Kaepernick has allowed this woman to ruin him. That's my video for today. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.